Transhumanism is the ultra-high-tech dream of computer scientists, philosophers, neuroscientists, and many others. It seeks to use radical advances in technology to augment the human body, mind, and ultimately the entire human experience as we know it. It is a philosophy which supports the idea that mankind should proactively enhance itself and steer the course of its own evolution. Transhumanists wish to become what they call post-human. A post-human is someone that has been modified with performance-enhancing body and brain augmentations to the point that they can no longer be called human. They have mutated themselves into an altogether new being. To most people, this sounds like something from a science fiction film. Few are aware of constant breakthroughs in technology which make the transhumanist vision a very real possibility for the near future. Neurochip interfaces, computer chips that connect directly to the brain, are being developed right now. The ultimate goal of a brain chip would be to increase intelligence thousands of times over, basically turning the human brain into a supercomputer. Lifelong emotional well-being is a key concept within transhumanism. This can be achieved through recalibration of the pleasure centers in the brain. Pharmaceutical mood brighteners have been suggested, which will be cleaner and safer than the mind-altering drugs of today. The goal is to replace all aversive experience with gradients of pleasure beyond the bounds of normal human experience. Nanotechnology is a pivotal area concerning transhumanists. It is the science of creating machines which are the size of molecules. Nanotech assembler machines will be able to build at an atomic level and replicate any chemically permitted form of matter. Such machines could create organic tissue for medical use. Using this type of technology could dramatically prolong lifespan. Some experts say that it will soon be possible to live forever. Artificial intelligence, the creation of thinking robots, is closely related to the mind-machine merger concept of neurochips. Much speculation is being done as to what relationships will exist between enhanced humans and AI machines. Some believe that machines will completely take over. Others believe that machine parts will be added to human bodies to create cyborgs. And still others believe that humanity will merge totally with digital technology by uploading individual consciousness to a virtual reality. Upon being downloaded, one could live forever within a computer-generated reality, leaving the physical body behind. In this machine, the individual can merge their intelligence with the collective intelligence of all others in the digital reality, effectively becoming one super-intelligent being. This concept is popularly referred to as the hive mind. These scientific breakthroughs sound so amazing and advanced that it makes one wonder if they can actually be done. But a more important question is, should they be done? It is understandable that people want to have happy, healthy, abundant lives with as many years to experience as possible. The concept of a better world for the common person is what fuels the transhumanist movement. However, surveying the world of today without thinking of dreams of tomorrow reveals some cold, hard realities. The main one being that the world as we know it is run by a sociopathic group of elites who are anything but generous. This has been the case throughout history. The idea that such technology would be shared with common people contradicts the lessons of the past. And if the technology were to be given to common people, a greater danger exists. The science of controlling populations can be fully realized through the use of brain chips. This is a possible control freak's dream come true. A completely digitized population that can be manipulated in the same way one controls a computer. Just who will be behind the post-human keyboard? The transhumanist agenda caters to a materialistic mind. It offers us the key to emotional well-being, superior intelligence, and prolonged existence. It completely ignores the fact that these things are readily available to us right now. Science has tried to drum out our built-in spiritual connection to the universe and replace it with a lacking version of objective reality in which the facts speak for themselves. Our rational minds are anything but rational, because they automatically assume that something is one way or another. We can either be religious or scientifically minded. There is no third alternative. You are either this or that, one or the other. It is through this lack of personal investigation that we lose sight of ourselves and decide to follow established lines of thought. We ally ourselves with movements rather than empower each other's unique individuality, and thus the hive mind is born. Do you really want to live forever within a machine? And who's to say that we aren't already in such a machine, searching for a way out? What we need is an understanding of true spirituality, not a high and mighty techno-future solution to our perceived worldly problems. With benefits such as longer life, increased intelligence, and better communication, it's easy to see the appeal of transhumanism. But along with these benefits come the potential dangerous applications of converging technologies. Dangers which are either overlooked or completely ignored by the transhuman fundamentalist community. At an intuitive level, I think most people are well aware of these dangers. However, they're not well aware of transhumanism in general. The following list of problems will only increase in relevance as transhumanism steadily makes its way into the mainstream. The desire to lead a long, happy, healthy life is undeniably a good thing. However, when we achieve the ability to extend human life indefinitely, certain issues will arise. Already we've been inundated with claims that the Earth is overpopulated. The correlation between environmental degradation and rising population numbers is not new.
The natural world in which man lives and on which he depends is indeed deteriorating, is being destroyed in many instances at a rate that is accelerating and that can only continue to accelerate unless we begin to control the activities that are having this destructive impact. It took mankind something like 50 millennia to achieve its first billion of population on this earth. Now it takes us some 20 years to add a billion people. Now, this has got to be regarded as a serious problem. This might be necessary at some point, or at least some restriction on the right to have a child. I'm not proposing this. I was simply predicting this as one of the possible courses that society would have to seriously consider should we get ourselves into this kind of situation.
China phased in its one-child policy gradually, and it makes sense that similar policies would be phased in globally as life extension therapies become widely used. In a world where humans live forever, who gets the final say on reproduction? Government would manage human life. The right to life could become a privilege and be based on each person's degree of usefulness to society. This scenario is unavoidable if radical life extension was widely employed. This brings up deep philosophical issues which cannot be ignored. Implantable brain chips are feasible. The nature of their future implementation has been discussed already in government documents. Although brain chips could enhance mental capacities dramatically, they could also be used as a means of outside control. Thoughts, sensory stimulation, and false memories could be instantly beamed into your mind and create a totally synthetic reality which is perceived as real. Humans could be remotely controlled and manipulated. Denying that this would happen doesn't mute its possibility. Uploading your mind to a computer brings an alternate way of achieving immortality, but it presents limitless possibilities for malevolent use. Leaving your material body behind to become an electronic data stream could theoretically bring limitless digital experiences. The problem here is perception. Yes, you could feel powerful, but the reality would be that your entire existence is contained within a tiny computer. Computers are programmed. Whoever programmed the computer would have complete power over your life. If they wanted to, they could manipulate and torture you in ways we can't even conceive of. It would be beyond your control to stop them, because you would not be able to return to the material world. You would be trapped. The irony of this situation is that by leaving your body in pursuit of a pseudo-spiritual existence, you give the power of godhood over to those people whom you leave behind in the physical world. The problem of artificial intelligence is its potential to become infinitely more intelligent than us. By design, an AI brain would not be human. It doesn't make sense that its ultimate goals would parallel those of mankind. It seems impossible to keep AI under human control. Just because machines would be more intelligent than us does not mean that they will be superior to us. If we choose to create artificial intelligence, we may be opening the gate to a realm of imperceptible consequence. Of course, none of these technologies will arrive in their advanced forms immediately. They will be introduced over time so as not to completely overwhelm everyone. This in itself is a major problem, because as we acclimate to them, we could easily take them for granted. The dangers won't go away. In fact, they will only increase in relevance. This illustrates my biggest qualm with transhumanism in general. It focuses on future miracles and ignores present realities. The truth of the matter is that our world has major problems that can't be cured with external remedies. You cannot build a utopian society upon a broken foundation. If we choose to march forward without first looking inward, then we will bring about our own undoing.
Now, whether we are pessimistic or optimistic depends really on what we think about the nature of man. Whether we really believe that man, in light of this evidence, is going to be wise enough and enlightened enough to subject himself to this kind of discipline and control. And enlightened enough, and enlightened enough, and enlightened enough